You've got 24 hours in Pittsburgh. What are the top destinations and hidden gems you shouldn't miss? We got you covered. At the end of this episode, I'll share a time-saving map so you can see it all. We are now at the bicycle heaven, and it's fitting that we're at bicycle heaven because we just finished 150 miles on the bicycle. So let's go check it out. This shop also has vintage toys. This is the Donnie and Marie Osmond doll set. I had this when I was a girl. You opened up this case and it has Donnie and Marie. Pee Wee Herman's bike.
Coming home from school.
Your aunt bought you that bike?
Aunt Deanie. That bike there.
It's open every day and it's free and they accept donations. If you love bicycles, you should come here. You'll really have a great time.
Brings back childhood memories.
Johnny Angel's, right by Bicycle Heaven. And we got to meet Johnny Angel and the Halo, so that's pretty cool. Johnny Angel. So you were going to tell me how you are related to this song, Johnny Angel.
Well, there's no direct connection to it. Johnny Angel was a fictitious character. When I grew up, if you were a juvenile delinquent that stood on the corner and you had a DA and you sang doo-wop music and everything else, but you were real nice to your adults, you know, they kind of called us Johnny Angels. Okay. So it kind of stuck with me as a kid because that's where I started singing doo-wop on the corners. As I became pretty popular in Pittsburgh, people would say, was that song written about you? And I would say it had nothing to do with me at all.
Okay.
But later in life, I had a connection to her, and she sent me some pictures and signed them and said, so happy I had an impact on your career and stuff like that. But I own the name Johnny Angel and the Halos. We've been together for now 58 years. Yeah. And of course, we went on to perform. That's what my museum's all about. It's all the people that I've worked with, from Chuck Berry, Bo Diddley, The Temptations.
Next stop is Randyland. Randyland was founded by Randy Gilson, a former homeless activist. Randy bought a foreclosed property for just $10K. He recycled junk into colorful masterpieces that have been added over time. Just the outside of it is amazing. Let's Randyland's a fun stop. Doesn't cost anything. You can give a donation. You can buy something. This is Randyland. Our daughter Jacqueline has a dog named Randy, so she's gonna get that. But especially on a nice day like this, it's a perfect place to see the art, to maybe get a little inspired. We're in the Andy Warhol Museum. Andy Warhol is a native of Pittsburgh. The Andy Warhol Museum holds a collection of most of Andy Warhol's work. And he is the originator of the 1960s pop art movement. The Andy Warhol Museum is open every day from 10 to 5. It costs $25. I get John's opinion on the Andy Warhol Museum.
Interesting enough, I guess.
I'd say go to the movie first, right?
Yeah,
There's
probably.
a movie, and then go through.
First floor, they should tell you that.
Go see the movie, then see the
Yeah.
art, because then you'll understand it more. There's a lot more to Andy Warhol.
Julie was planning a trip to Pittsburgh. I said we ought to check and see if the Pirates play that weekend. Swore to me that the Pirates weren't playing at home. We parked down by the Andy Warhol Museum and we see a bunch of Pirate fans walking by. Julie, you sure they're not playing? So she looked it up. Yeah, they're playing. Got out of the museum and the game was still going on. Walked across the street. Julie went up to the ticket window and asked for any reduced ticket prices. And the guy at the window gave us 2 free tickets. So we got into the park free. It was the 5th inning. And got to watch the rest of the game. It was pretty nice. Got beat by the Braves though, pretty bad.
The next stop was a short walk to the iconic Fred Mr. Rogers Memorial. I grew up watching Mr. Rogers on TV and always loved his shows. I ended up becoming a teacher and was inspired by his simplistic and soothing messages to children. So this place was really special to me. Mr. Rogers was filmed first here in Pittsburgh, and all of his episodes were filmed here in Pittsburgh. My favorite Mr. Rogers memory, eating his goldfish, and he always said, "It's going to be a beautiful day." Gave me lots of encouragement. Thanks, Mr. Rogers. On your way back from Mr. Rogers, you could stop at Jason Aldean's.
You got all kinds of options, man. I tell you what, that's the nice thing about sports areas. Pittsburgh has it right, man.
It's lively down here.
It is. Well, it's North Shore Avenue is where you want to be.
Mm-hmm.
North Shore Avenue.
Okay, now we're headed to some. We're gonna wait in line.
All right, our next trail is on the Strip District in Pittsburgh. We are going to the famous Primanti Brothers restaurant. It's famous for their burgers. I think it's burgers and with the fries on top. So we're going to give that a try. And you can see behind me, there's already a line to get in. It was originally created for the workers in the area so they could drive and still keep going. This is the original Primanti's. It is a small little place to get into. That's why there's a line out here. But as I look around the restaurant and see the sandwiches, it looks like something worthwhile to wait. So
We're getting the original pastrami.
Pastrami with fries and coleslaw. It's a coleslaw.
You could taste the coleslaw. It's good. To me, I can taste the potatoes.
Yeah.
The potatoes are the first thing I taste.
The second bite for me, the first bite was coleslaw, and the second bite was potatoes.
Yeah, it's good. It's hearty. As we were leaving, I noticed that Primanti Brothers also tipped their hat to Mr. Rogers and his fish. Next and last stop, and a must-do in Pittsburgh, is to head over to the Duquesne Incline. This is the parking lot. You do not have to pay for parking on Sundays. And straight ahead is the line. In the rain, hoping to get a ride on the Duquesne Incline. You will need $5 cash to get to the top and bottom of the Duquesne Incline. Children are free. Interestingly, the Duquesne Incline was built in 1877 and was originally built for steel workers to get to and from work. Duquesne Incline Ferry seat. It's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, just don't get stuck.
There's another one going down. How cool is that? The sun setting rainbow. Oh, and lightning. As promised, here's your time-saving map to get you from point to point. Look in the description, and I'll give you a list of how to take on this Pittsburgh trip in just one day. Was it worth standing in the rain?
Yeah, it's pretty neat. See how we go down.
How about, what do you think about Pittsburgh?
Good place. They done a great job. Great job.
So come to Pittsburgh. We hope
Very.
you enjoyed our video. We hope you enjoyed the Great Allegheny Passage. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you get to that. Check our links, subscribe. We've enjoyed our time here in Pittsburgh. And for now, let our next trail
It's headed down.
help you find.
Your next trail.
Ooh, look at the rainbow over the city.